Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the film No Hard Feelings. Fun fact, Barth Feldman, who plays Percy, actually goes to Harvard and had to take time off to film this movie. This film came out in 2023 and stars Jennifer Lawrence, Barth Feldman, and Natalie Morales, and was directed by Stupnitsky. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. No Hard Feeling follows Maddie, who is on the brink of losing her home and is desperate for money. She finds an ad from these rich parents who want someone to date their son, and she thinks that she may be the best match for it. She finds out that fake dating Percy will be harder than she thought, but also learns so much by doing so. No Hard Feelings is a comedy with a little bit of romance. It has similar vibes to Bridesmaids, The Proposal, or 10 Things I Hate About You. No Hard Feelings reminded me of the rom-coms we got in the 2000s and early 2010s and really felt like a blast from the past. The story is something that we've seen before where someone takes a bedware payment to date someone, the person finds out, things get awkward, and then by the end of it, they smooth everything out. The film takes some of the things we loved in those films and one, makes it more modern, and two, figures out how to make the ending just as enjoyable as the journey there. Jennifer Lawrence was great as Maddie. I loved how angry she is at the summer visitors, but also how passionate she is about trying to save the last piece of her mom. It was funny to see her attempt to date this guy and how strong she came off in the beginning. She nailed the comedic and the more dramatic portions of this film and made the film even more enjoyable to watch. Also, that scene when she is beating up those kids that stole her and Percy's clothes while they were skinny dipping was hilarious. Sarah and Jim are definitely kind of like the friends that you really need in your life. Jim was funny, but I love how Sarah really pushed Maddie to do better things. It may not have always been what Maddie wanted to hear, but she knew that Maddie staying in this small town isn't the best thing for her and really encourages her to seek something different, which is truly what Maddie needs. When I look back at this film, Maddie really only complained about the town, and the only thing that was keeping her there was this house that she was also struggling to keep. Also, love that there was a dog who was addicted to cocaine and would go crazy if he heard the word cocaine, and how Maddie ends up adopting him in the end. Barth Feldman was hilarious as Percy. It was funny to see how much he didn't know from being so sheltered, and how with the help of Maddie he was trying to be more open to exploring things. As we learn more about him, we learn that he is thoughtful because he remembers stuff like how Maddie wasn't able to go to prom and the Man-Eater song, and makes Maddie realize some stuff she didn't before. It was funny how he had to keep being reminded that he was an adult, but every time he tried to do something that was adult, he failed. This movie was like the opposite of a Hallmark movie because instead of going to a small town and settling down at the end of this film starts off in a small town and ends with the leads leaving and going off and exploring other parts of the world. I really enjoyed that they ended as friends and not lovers, which is great because even though they were feeling certain things, they both have things that they want to accomplish in life, but still help each other. I always feel like when we see movies like this with a bet to date someone, they always fall in love at the end, and it's refreshing to see that this film doesn't have to end with them falling in love, but also that doesn't mean that they can't just be friends. My favorite part of this film is seeing how much the characters grew by the end of the film. Percy opened up way more than he had in the beginning of the film and started realizing for him to be an adult, he can't have his parents there trying to fix all of his mistakes, and he has to succeed and fail on his own. Maddie realized she can move on from this city and be happy. She realized that keeping this house is not what her mom wanted, but instead just wanted her to be happy. It was great to see their characters grow and figure that it was time for them to take a new journey in their lives and live a little bit more. No Hard Feelings is a great movie balancing the heartfelt and the comedy. I really enjoyed the cast of this movie and they had me laughing from beginning to end. If you haven't seen No Hard Feelings, then I suggest you check it out. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.